Welcome to this special broadcast on India Today SoSouth. I am Gautam Shankar. So, with the Lok Sabha 2024 Lok Sabha election just moments away, we have just a few months left for the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. India Today has conducted a Mood of the Nation survey. So, what we are going to do is take a look at it, particularly from the point of view of South India. So, we are going to shed light on what this survey means and each of the southern states, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, how have they fared? Is BJP going to make inroads in the southern nations, in the southern states, or is it going to be more of the same? And also keep in mind that Modi having said 400 par, will South India contribute to it? So these are the aspects we will be looking at and trying to decode with the help of our experts here. So we have three renowned journalists joining me in this discussion today. So first off, let me introduce Lakshman Venkatakuchiji. So he is a political commentator and who's worked extensively in Tamil Nadu for several decades. Welcome, Lakshmanji. And we also have Gali Nagraj, who's a political analyst and whose focus areas remain on Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. And also we have Anand Kochukodi, who is a senior journalist from Kerala. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hello.
So before I start off this discussion, there's one graphic that I want our audience to look at here. That is basically focusing on who's going to be the Prime Minister. So just 1 second, we'll just load this up for you. So what we are looking at first off is Modi's performance as a Prime Minister. So let me just shed some light on how we've conducted this survey. So we have spoken to people across parliamentary constituencies. This survey was meticulously conducted across all the constituencies across India and to reflect the people's sentiments. And now what we have first off on your screen is Modi's performance as the Prime Minister. So what statistics, if the gentleman can hear this as well. So 61% of the population has said that Modi's performance as a Prime Minister has been good. 12% say it's been average and 27% say it is poor. So let me just get some initial thoughts on Modi's performance as a Prime Minister and just taking a look at it with a southern scope. Anandji, I would like to come to you first. What would you like to say on the numbers that Modi's performance as PM, 61% view it as good?
Yeah, the performance of the BJP in elections, whether it's national elections or even state elections, have largely been reflective of the popularity of the Prime Minister. So a lot of people who might say that they are voting for the BJP, they are actually voting for Prime Minister Modi. So I would say that this is not surprising when it's taken for the whole country. It would be slightly different, I would say, if it's taken just for the southern states. The southern states might, it might be a bit skewed because in the southern states, I don't see the Prime Minister enjoying that kind of a major lead, or in especially since I'm sitting in Kerala, I'm saying from a Kerala perspective. But even in the other states of South India, I don't see Prime Minister Modi enjoying such a humongous popularity which he is getting in an all India survey. But I would say this survey reflects quite a few things, that the Prime Minister is carrying the entire burden of the BJP on his shoulders. He is, his performance, the way he is projecting it, his personality, and the way he is trying to carry everything on his shoulders. So it's generally reflective of that popularity.
Right, Anand. Next, let me just quickly get comments from everyone else as well. Just 2 minutes before we delve into all the other states. Lakshman Venkatakuchiji, what do you have to say on the survey that basically projects Modi as the most popular PM right now? And before, in terms of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, what would you like to say that has Modi been able to make more inroads in Tamil Nadu as well?
Agreeing fully with my previous speaker that we will have a different figure if we take a survey of the South Indian states, what the people, how they view it. I mean, now what we have to see is the kind of noises or criticism of the central government's economic practices which are leaving the southern states. There's a great north-south divide that
Okay,
is
no,
building up.
let's go back.
So we have to see the issue in that perspective that when it's South India, he doesn't enjoy the same kind of popularity. And this time around, the challenge could be much a bit tad tougher for the BJP when it comes to the general elections. Going by the way the party performed in the recently held assembly elections in the southern region.
All right.
In Tamil Nadu, yes, it is a big challenge for BJP to count itself in the running there.
All right. Gali Nagraji, would you agree with the analysis by
Yeah,
Venkat Kochiji
see,
there?
I see. Absolutely, there is no dispute on the opinions expressed by both Anandji and Kochi Venkat. See, generally, there is much difference between the 2019 general election and the 2024 general election in terms of BJP's prospects of electoral prospects and Modi's image. Because 2019 it made much inroads in Telangana, gaining 4%, 4 seats, 4 MP seats, and 20% vote share. This time around, see, it will not happen. See, as per my feedback, the sitting MPs and including that Minister Kishan Reddy, they are facing a lot of anti-incumbency. They are unlikely to retain that 4 seats as of now. The feedback. So when it comes to Andhra Pradesh, BJP has no presence at all. See, it is piggy riding on both TDP and YSRCP. So, say whatever the alliance it may have with TDP also, it is unlikely that it makes any much impact as far as Andhra's electoral politics is concerned.
Okay. All right. So with that, let me just put across one more graphic as well, which basically talks about who is the person best suited to be the next Prime Minister. So as expected, Modi gets 55% of the votes here, and Rahul Gandhi a distant second with just 14%. Before we get discuss this more in detail, I'd like to jump straight into the state's statistics. So let's start with Karnataka. In Karnataka, the seat share, basically the projection is that compared to 2019 Lok Sabha elections, the NDA is going to lose 3 seats, but that is still significantly high from 27 to 24, and the India bloc will increase the tally from 1 to 4 compared to 2019 in this election, and others will be 0. So coming to the NDA projections here, Venkat Kochiji, do you feel that 24 seats is a viable sort of projection for BJP and the NDA here?
I would like to assume that Congress may be doing a shade better than what the projections are at the moment. And also, do not forget that this is going to be a collection of state elections. That's how the opposition is approaching it. So as Karnataka has already started raising the Karnataka pride issue in these elections, going by the protests of Siddaramaya also in Delhi, and which is immediately followed by Kerala. So there is this sentiment that South is being ignored could play up in the 4 southern states, adding up to the overall scenario, which we may not have been able to capture in the present survey. I'm sure as we go on surveying in the days to come, I see Congress doing a shade better than the projected figure at the moment from Karnataka.
Now here, Lakshmanji, one thing I need to point out here is that Congress came to a resounding, they got a resounding majority here in the assembly elections. Now they hope that that popularity would continue and they would be able to carry that wave into the Lok Sabha elections, but that doesn't seem to be happening. And now we've already also seeing this South tax movement by Siddaramaya crying foul, saying that they're not getting enough money from the center or the devolution of taxes, and they are blaming the finance commission, they are blaming the finance minister. So is this the sort of agenda that they would this like would they want this to be the ideal poll plank for the Congress with just 2 months left for the elections? Because you saw how well they structured their electoral campaign before the assembly elections. We had them with the PCM campaign, which was a very highly talked about campaign. But now we have contractors here coming and pointing fingers once again. So Kempana, the president of the Contractors Association, yesterday once again said that whatever allegations they made against the BJP government there, so whatever issues they faced are prevalent still with the Congress here. So nothing has changed. So how do you see all of this playing out? Are these some of the factors that you feel that is a reflection of the numbers that we are seeing here on Mood of the Nation for Karnataka?
No, among the South Indian states, Karnataka definitely presents the BJP with a greater chance of victory.
Yeah.
I mean, last time it virtually won almost every seat. So, but going by the resurgence of Congress, I'm sure, and also the tie-up between JDS and BJP, I see it as a weakening of JDS, which will, I think the Congress is going to gain in pockets where JDS is also strong. We may see further weakening of JDS, but yes, BJP may not be able to repeat its 2019 performance. To the
But that
how
is not
much
what
of
the survey says here. It says that they should be able to replicate, and with the JDS joining in, they are getting
that's what
the figures pretty much,
do have.
27 last time, 24 this time. If that is the case, this is a more than good enough tally. Karnataka seems to be the only gateway to the south still for BJP, isn't it?
Absolutely. On that, there is no thing. Only I feel that as we go ahead, the mood may show a little bit of a change as the electioneering and heat up picks up.
All right.
In the favor
So
of Congress as well.
let me just quickly put up the vote share as well. What we are seeing here is NDA or the BJP with the JDS pretty much having the same sort of figures compared to 2019 and 2024. So over 50% of the people are going to vote for the BJP and the NDA here in Karnataka. There's not much change in terms of vote share either way. This is basically again a reflection that, would you see this as a failure of the Congress, to capitalize on the sort of sway that they had after the assembly elections? Just a few months into it, they could have really made it work on the back of the guarantees that they had promised, and they have delivered to a certain extent. So would you see these projections as a failure of the Congress, is what I want to know from you, Lakshman?
Failure of Congress, not just in Karnataka, but across. The kind of euphoria they were building up in the opposition unity and all, even there we are seeing some fractions. So you are very right that Congress is seemingly losing the game when it comes to campaign.
Okay. All right. So now let's switch focus to Andhra Pradesh. So let us put together the projections of the Mood of the Nation survey for Andhra Pradesh here. So what we are seeing here, Gali Nagraj, I've already sent across the numbers to you. So it says NDA 0, the India bloc is 0, and YSRCP 8, and TDP 17. So there are, as we were discussing earlier, there's things still in the works in Andhra Pradesh in terms of alliances. We still don't know if the TDP, Jan Sena and the BJP are going to align together. So this tally that we are seeing of the TDP could end up being an NDA's tally as well. So what do you make of the numbers that you see right now, Gali Nagraj?
See, in Andhra Pradesh, as far as Andhra Pradesh is concerned, paradoxical situation prevails. See, BJP has no presence, as I said earlier, but whoever wins the election, whether it is YSRCP or Chandrababu Naidu's TDP or Janasena, See, whoever wins, see, it is a safe bet for BJP because everyone, see, now, right now, Janasena leader Pawan Kalyan is there in Delhi, Chandrababu Naidu is there in Delhi, Jagan Mohan Reddy is there in Delhi. So, though they are bitter rivals, when it comes to Modi, they will be rallying behind Narendra Modi. This is a kind of typical situation prevailing in Andhra Pradesh. So, as per this survey is concerned, I think whoever winning is not matter. Definitely, whoever wins, definitely they will support either directly or indirectly Narendra Modi.
So would you say whatever the numbers we are seeing, it is a victory of the NDA at the end of it? Because,
Yes.
TDP and Janasena are there, and also India bloc may really not get off the blocks this time. So
Yes.
would you see this more of an NDA's victory, and actually may not be BJP's victory, but at least they made a clever move here. And do you see this
Yes.
sort of alliance actually breaking, forming with Jagan as well? Who's very likely to form this alliance with the BJP? Will they go with Jagan, who they consider more trustworthy and reliable, or someone who's getting a bigger sway right now in terms of he has momentum, Chandrababu Naidu? Will they go with him? What is your opinion on who the BJP will form an alliance with?
See, as per the indications available right now, Chandrababu Naidu is angling for Modi's embracing the election. So, in the past history also reveals that whenever Naidu aligns with the BJP, so 99, 2004, and 2004 he lost the election, 2014. So, whenever he aligns with the BJP, Naidu keeps winning the election. So, now to 2024, he is banking on Modi's wave generated in the wake of Ayodhya's that Ram Pratishtha. So that may hopefully come to Naidu's advantage. That's what he is thinking. But Jagan is very confident of winning again Modi's support. So as we have seen in 2020, 19 to 24. So though Jagan remains outside, he is a trusted supporter of Narendra Modi. Whatever the issue, be it triple talaq or Jammu Kashmir issue or farm laws or Citizen Amendment Act, whichever the bill, controversial bill passed in the parliament, both Chandrababu Naidu and Jagan Mohan Reddy supported Narendra Modi. So this time also, so it doesn't matter when Naidu aligns with BJP or not. See, Jagan is confident of getting Narendra Modi's support. See, it is very clear. Jagan Mohan Reddy cannot go back to Congress party because he was jailed during the UPA government by Sonia Gandhi. So he cannot he cannot afford to embrace Sonia Gandhi's Congress party. He is left with no option but sail with Narendra Modi. So Narendra Modi also knows very well that he cannot go anywhere except NDA's fold. So that is what.
All right. So one last question here on Andhra Pradesh as well. This is also a battle of legacies here. So before we get into that, let me just quickly read out the projected vote share in Andhra Pradesh. Right now we have the NDA just getting about 2% of the vote share. The India bloc with the Congress here 3%. YSRCP will be getting 41%, but which is a drop from 49% in 2019. And TDP is the one that is gaining from 40 to 45, and the other parties at 9. So TDP is the party to look out for, and especially given that the Lok Sabha elections and Assembly elections happen at the same time, Gali Nagraji. Would you see these numbers as a projection of also the sentiment that will happen, that will reflect in the Assembly elections as well? Do you foresee a change in the government?
See, we have seen in the past, see, generally, if the assembly elections and the national elections are held separately, so we got a separate, different kind of mandates in Telangana, Karnataka also. So, as far as Andhra Pradesh is concerned, in 2019, similar mandate was reflected. There was no any difference. So, BJP ended up with 1%, and the regional parties, particularly Jagan Mohan Reddy, swept the election. I think this time also there will not be any much difference, whether it is a combined election or separate election, as far as Andhra Pradesh is concerned. So, because AP is dominated by bipolar politics basically, and also caste and caste identity politics, not Hindutva ideology, as we have seen in North. But see, Jagan Mohan Reddy is very strong in terms of social engineering. So he has enjoyed so undisturbed solid vote bank. Let it be Muslim vote bank, Christians, or see, he is even making inroads into BCs, which were with Telugu Party earlier. And Jagan Mohan Reddy is encouraging fresh blood, youngsters, youth into politics, MLAs, MPs. So people have been welcoming that. So that is the major reason why he swept the election in 2019 also. Most of the freshers they got into Lok Sabha and Assembly. You take
Yes.
this Nandigama, Nandigam Suresh in Bapatla, wherever that Hindupur CI, Gorantla Madhav. Many people are there, Rangaya. Many people, many new faces have been introduced in the legislative houses. Unlike Telugu Desam Party, Telugu Desam Party, see, is still banking on old faces like Ashok Gajapatraju. He is a feudal man, he is an honest man, but for generations, TDP is left with no other leader in that area. Also, this Yanamal Ramakrishna, he is also BC leader, but no second generation leader. So that is the problem with the Telugu Desam Party. This I think is a major game changer for Jagan Mohan Reddy.
All right. All right. Apt analysis there. Thank you so much, Gali Nagaraji. So quickly, we'll also show the seat and vote share for Telangana as well. So in Telangana, what we have is the BJP going down notch here from 4 seats to 3. Compared to 2019 and 2024 elections. And then we have the Congress really gaining substantially from 3 to 10, and the BRS numbers dropping, which is basically keeping in, the numbers that we saw in the assembly elections. And this is basically a reflection of the mood of the people not staying with the BRS from 9 to 3. And then AMIM are getting one seat as well. So coming here first to the BRS, Gali Nagaraji, is there any possibility that you see that there could be a sort of alliance with the BJP here still? And given all the history and everything that has happened between the BJP and the BRS, is there a last minute, throw of the dice that could happen here?
See, we have seen in 2023 state elections, as the election approaches, KCR remained silent. So he was earlier belligerent against Narendra Modi. So giving clear indications that he was adopting soft Hindutva, soft Modi line. So this time around, there is no any clear indication suggesting there could be any alliance. But KCR is left with no chance. No choice like Jagan Mohan Reddy in Andhra Pradesh. He has to see, he cannot align with Congress party. You see, Congress party is a major challenger in Telangana. So he will have to be either silently or directly aligned. But as of now, there is no any indication suggesting open alliance with Narendra Modi. But
All right.
see, there
So
is
one more
there is
question on BJP front here. Basically, do you feel the change in leadership has had a negative impact here in terms of the seat share dropping for the BJP, basically changing from Bandi Sanjay, who was considered a popular leader, and G. Kishan Reddy taking over? Do you see this having any impact in terms of BJP getting a better tally, or do you see that it would have been pretty much the same regardless?
See, already that the change of guard impacted 2023 state elections. BJP really suffered a heavy loss. Still, though it got 8 seats and a good number of vote share, but that it lost the tempo of being a major challenger for KCR. So change of guard. See, definitely it impacted. Moreover, that man was Bandi Sanjay was a backward OBC leader. So he was replaced by an upper caste Reddy leader. Definitely, it sent a wrong signal. In addition to that, see Telangana, there is no any homegrown leader except Narendra Modi. When it comes to even parliament election or assembly election, Narendra Modi has to be a poster boy. No homegrown leader. So that is the major reason.
All right. Thank you, Nagaraji. So let me quickly put across our vote share projections here from Mode of the Nation survey. So what we have here is BJP gaining slightly by 1% from 20 to 21% in the 2024 elections. The biggest gainers here that I see is the Congress, from 30 to 41%. BRS will be the party that will drop the largest vote share here from 40 to 29%. That is a drop of 11%. And the AIMIM and others are also there as well. So thank you, Kali Nagaraj, for your analysis on Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. So now let's switch focus to Kerala. So in Kerala, we are just going to put up the numbers for the seat share here, and we'll bring in Anand Kochugudi on this. So what we are seeing here is more or less on the expected lines. Kerala being closed off to the NDA and the BJP with 0 seats, and we have the India bloc getting 20. This is something strange that I find with the numbers being projected for the India bloc, and also other 0. So Anandji, before we get into the analysis, what is this India bloc consist of in Kerala right now? Is it LDF and UDF are going to be contesting together? Is CPM Congress on the same lines, or is there an unofficial alliance? Could you just explain to us what's the India bloc comprise of, and where do we really stand here?
I think this projection is a bit confusing because the viewers are likely to misunderstand that there is an India bloc in Kerala, that there is an alliance in Kerala. There is no such alliance in Kerala. India bloc doesn't exist in the sense they are contesting against each other. There is a UDF and an LDF. UDF, United Democratic Front, led by the Congress. The LDF, Left Democratic Front, again led by the CPIM. So they are contesting bitterly against each other, campaigning bitterly against each other. While they might say hello to each other, they might be saying nice things about each other in Delhi. They are contesting so bitterly in Kerala that the acrimony is also all too prevalent. I mean, the name calling, everything is going on. While the BJP is trying to win just a couple of seats, they're concentrating on a couple of seats like Thrissur and Pathanamthitta, and probably trying to come anywhere close to second in places like Attingal, in Palakkad, in Thiruvananthapuram. In Thiruvananthapuram, they're looking for a good, suitable candidate. If they get a good candidate in Thiruvananthapuram, Thiruvananthapuram is their strongest traditional seat in Kerala, but they don't have a good candidate as of now to try and win that seat, or even to come second. They came second last time. So in Kerala, it's basically the left versus the Congress. The Congress led by the UDF led by the Congress got 19 seats last time, and the left was reduced to just 1 seat. So yeah, so if you can, if you have a split, like the if you have a graphic where it says the India bloc is divided between UDF and LDF, it would be easier to to make sense of that.
Yes, absolutely, Anand. So my next question to you is also about the BJP here. What do you put down to it? Because we've seen multiple visits by Prime Minister Modi to the state over the last couple of months. He's visited temples, and where has the BJP failed? Do you feel that the failure has been more at the local leadership level, that they haven't sort of united to bring enough candidates together, resolve the infighting, and really make a difference? Even a couple of seats would be a really big deal for the BJP in Kerala, and if they could make it happen. We've seen the differences between Suresh Gopi and Surendran as well, and several other conflicts that have been happening. And the BJP central leadership has also not really put its foot down to make, to put them in line. So what do you see as the factors why the BJP is unable to open the account in Kerala?
I would put it down to the central minister, V. Muralidharan. V. Muralidharan and Surendran, the state president, they have formed an axis where they won't let anybody who is a challenger to them rise above them in the party hierarchy. So if Suresh Gopi comes and if he wins Thrissur, which he has a small chance of still doing, so if he wins Thrissur, what that makes him is he if Modi comes back to power, if BJP comes back to power, then he will become a central minister. He will also be projected as the chief ministerial candidate of the BJP in the next election. So these are the things that worries both Surendran and Muralidharan. Muralidharan is somebody who has a good leverage, who has a good connect with the central BJP leadership. He was senior to, or he was a long time colleague of the current BJP national president JP Nadda. He can speak in, he's good with languages. He can speak Hindi, English. He also has a lot of connect with the BJP central, not just the top leadership, but the second rank leadership as well. So because of that, they don't want, the BJP central leadership is trying to not upset Muralidharan, but they are trying their level best. Prime Minister Modi has come twice to Thrissur so that Suresh Gopi can benefit from his aura, from his, he's trying to show that he is fully backing Suresh Gopi in Thrissur. So he hopes that it can rub off and there can be some kind of a, benefit can be derived out of that. And I would say that Trishur, they still have a very good chance of winning. And if that happens, the BJP, it will be that breakout moment for BJP in Kerala.
All right. It's very interesting because Kerala remains the final frontier for Kerala for the BJP in terms of having an MLA or an MP in each state of India. So if that happens, that will BJP would have really made a difference across India. So now let us take a look at the vote share that we have for Kerala. So in 2024, the BJP is still gaining in terms of the vote share from 15 in 2019 Lok Sabha elections to 17% in 2024. The India bloc, even though their vote share is actually dropping from 83 to 78%, but still these numbers I'm still not very convinced by how the projections are. Like we discussed earlier, the UDF and the LDF are completely different. So we'll still have to take a better analysis of this. So those were the projections for Kerala. So quickly now let's take a look at Tamil Nadu's seat share projections. So as you can see on the screens there, the NDA will still not be able to open its tally here, but the India bloc comprising of the DMK, Congress and multiple regional parties are expected to sweep all the 39 seats according to the Mood of the Nation survey. And we have the others also, no one else getting sniff in here. So Lakshman ji, what do you make of this projections here when we see 39 out of 39 MP seats going to the DMK?
It's not surprising given the fact that AIDMK is fractured and BJP, ironically, in its urge to grow, is cutting the AIDMK with which it was in an alliance. So I think the BJP is playing a longer game in Tamil Nadu. It may not be so, it is trying to work out an alliance. It is also trying to weaken the original AIDMK led by Palaniswamy by encouraging the people who were opposing him, who were thrown out of the party. So the former AIDMK people and smaller parties, BJP is gathering around itself with a very articulate and hardworking man, Annamalai, as it's. He's been attracting some crowds. Yes, but the BJP will also increase the vote share of its own, but not enough to win anything, at least in
Absolutely.
the current Lok
So
Sabha.
on that line, let me just quickly take you to the vote share numbers that we have for Tamil Nadu as well, and then we'll continue this discussion, Lakshmanji. Basically, what we are seeing is a 3% increase for the BJP and the NDA here from 12% in 2019 to 2024. We are seeing 15% for the NDA. And the India bloc, the numbers reduced from 53% in 2019 to 47 in 2024. And the others, which are a multitude of regional parties, are projected to get 38%. So a 15% vote share in with the BJP capturing there, and we still don't have the alliances that have really been formed there. We still have the DMDK who are waiting in the blocks. PMK is still undecided. So with all of them coming together, do you see the vote share of the NDA and the BJP actually substantially increasing to maybe 20-25% here, Lakshmanji?
Oh, it may be a big challenge, and we may not be seeing that happening because AIDMK still is a major force. BJP's alliance can at best destroy its chances in the hope that the BJP led NDA will be the principal challenger. BJP led NDA is playing to become the principal challenger in these elections and later on take on the DMK. I think it is playing for a longer haul, but it is not going. It also knows that it's not going to happen this time around.
So what I'd also like to know right now, Lakshmanji, is how much of a factor has Annamalai been, given that he has had a short stint but a very explosive stint, if I may say so, where we've seen ups and downs, positives and negatives, and now he's also roped in a number of ADMK MLAs. His Enman Enmakkal Padayatra is set to conclude on February 25th, with PM Modi also landing there. 10 lakh people are expected. So all of this, how much of BJP's gain here should really be attributed to Annamalai?
100%. I mean, he's been given full backing by the center also, and he's been seen as the visible opposition. He's relegated or even thrown out AIDMK and Edapadi as the main opposition party. So to that extent, he is definitely helping the BJP grow, but he does not have the time to make it grow to the extent that it can take on the DMK, given the particular nature of the Tamil Nadu politics, which was revolving around. It's a two-horse state between DIDMK and DMK, where the two national parties don't matter at all. And one thing here, I think that BJP may be wanting to do things differently on the language issue. It was the Congress that was the original party that whose government in Delhi had forced Hindi way back in the 60s. Since then, it went thrown out. Even today, it has to go to either of these Dravidian parties for a presence in the state. Likewise, this whether it admits, accepts or not, talking about language, the BJP does have a very harsher and stronger stance on Hindi, which is costing it in Tamil Nadu. And I dare say to a little extent in neighboring Karnataka, which has always been seen as a docile and peaceful state. Here also some sentiments on the language issue are flaring up now and then. So I don't know why this BJP has to keep on, maybe because of its Hindi belt presence, that it cannot be seen speaking against Hindi. But the forcefulness with which it seems to be propagating Hindi or even forcing it is costing it within Tamil Nadu.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, Lakshmanji. So one final graphic I'd like to put out for the viewers here. This is the projected seat share for the northern part of India and the southern India. So what we have here is tally for the entire 132 MP seats of all the southern states combined. So what we are seeing here is the NDA is expected to get 27, the India bloc 76 and others 29. So coming to you, Gali Nagaraji, what do you make of these statistics in terms of the NDA and the BJP still, do you see that they are still unable to conquer or break through into the southern parts of India?
See, that 27 figure, maybe that may have come from majorly Karnataka. So BJP is unlikely to make much inroads to South because South is by and large dominated by the different kind of school of thought, that is Dravidian politics in Tamil Nadu and the caste identity politics in Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Telangana. So definitely, so BJP with its Hindutva ideology may not counter a different kind of school thought in South. That is that is a major roadblock for the BJP as far as South is concerned.
All right. Also, these numbers are also a reflection that Karnataka still remains the only gateway to the south for the BJP here. So, I'd like to come to one more question here. Should Prime Minister Modi consider contesting from one of the southern MP seats here to really show that he means business? 400 par, abki bar 400 par, all that is fine. But if he really needs to show that, I'm also interested in the southern states, I want to break through. Do you feel that he should contest from one of the southern states? There's talk of him contesting at least initial, we've had these bites and comments coming in about Ramnathpuram, Kanyakumari. So what is your take on that, Anandji?
Yeah, I would say that if Narendra Modi ji contests from the south, it will actually help the BJP. What people don't understand is that even in South India, Prime Minister Modi enjoys a fair bit of popularity. Might not be as much as it is in the north of India, but even in the south of the Vindhyas, Prime Minister Modi does enjoy a certain kind of aura. When he came to Kerala last time, people, not just the BJP workers, people were out on the streets just to catch a glimpse of the Prime Minister. It's also because he's quite, he's very successful. He has been very successful in demonstrating, wins. He has been winning. When somebody keeps on winning, it actually adds to their popularity, and there's not much anti-incumbency. The scams are, the information and scams have all been suppressed, and there's no blemish as such in the media discourse. So that kind of adds to his aura. And if he contests from the south, whether it's in Kanyakumari, in Thiruvananthapuram, or somewhere from
Seem to be losing you. There seems to be some internet connectivity issues with Anand Kochukudi. But anyway, let's come to some final thoughts on all the seat share projections that we've seen from the southern states. Lakshman ji, yeah? Yeah, Lakshman ji, if you can hear me. Lakshman ji is disconnected. All right. So who do we have on the line? Nagaraj ji, your final thoughts on the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. We know, okay, we've discussed South India enough. Do you believe that this time NDA Sarkar will be, NDA will get 400 par, and the BJP is projected to get around 330 plus? So do you see this being a reality this time?
So certainly it appears because the equation between the NDA and India appears to be asymmetrical, asymmetrical in so many aspects. So NDA itself is a bundle of contradictions. So many partners are there with clash of interests. You take West Bengal, so there is no any compatibility between the Mamata Banerjee left front and Congress. When it comes to Punjab, same thing. When it comes to UP, same problem. So, see, lot of problems are there in seat adjustment, and also these alliance partners of India are clashing with each other. See, for survival, that is a major problem. So, if this is the case, how can the take on India take on NDA, Narendra Modi's NDA, by having seat adjustment and putting up united fight? This is a major challenge for India. Also, there is any kind of ideological coherence that keeps India bloc together. So with multiple ideological conflicts, no policy consensus, many problems are there. So definitely NDA may have very fair chances to take on an India bloc.
All right. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us on this discussion today on India Today SoSouth. It's been a really insightful discussion where you guys throw light on all the 5 southern states to understand where each of the political parties, be it the Congress, BJP, and then the regional parties also, where they lie and whether or not BJP will be able to make inroads this time as well. So thank you so much for joining us, Gali Nagraji, Anand Kuchukodi, and Lakshman Venkat Kuchi. Until next time, this is Gautam Shankar signing off for India Today SoSouth.